Hey guys, this is yehdawgsc coming to you with game 2 of this 3-game series between KnoToasT, good luck, have fun, as the red Protoss spawning at the 3 o'clock spawning position. And this is going to be Shatter Temple once again, and he's going to be going against dudeman. The purple Protoss is going to be spawning at the 9 o'clock spawning position. Both players will be at the cross spawn, so that's a little bit of a longer spawn position than last time. They were at the close spawn last time. Dudeman needs to pull his shit together this game. He lost to the 4 gate, but that was a brilliantly executed. Wow. Find that like when I'm casting, I get really dry in my mouth, and then like all my words start to slur together because my tongue's so dry. But anyways, there was a brilliant execution of a 4 gate last game. I think dudeman had an idea it was coming, but he did build his barracks. He did have 3 racks in his main base. Had an extra command center as an orbital command to help drop more mules and possibly expand later. But he did not block off the front. But looks like he learned from last game. He is going to be blocking off on the front. KnoToasT is going out to scout now with this probe at the 9-minute mark. If we look at the production, about the same. Both players going about fairly standard. This SCV is going to go ahead and put down this barracks. He's just like, yep, that's what I do. Punch in, punch out. I make buildings. This probe is going to be scouting out. Dudeman finds dudeman's base and is going to start doing some crazy ass troll-like harassment. This is going to stop. He's going to force a cancel from this SCV to stop making that barracks. And these 2 SCVs are going to have to double team this probe, but he's going to be like, nope, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to run away like a man. I'm going to scout around the base, trying to keep this probe alive. He only lost some shield, so this probe is going to be fairly healthy. This SCV scouting out at the bottom location at the close spawn, but he notices that there is no spawn. He's going to go ahead and move to the next location to try and find KnoToasT. KnoToasT did do a 4 gate. I'm not sure if he's going to go ahead and cheese with this second game because he knows he's ahead, but we shall see. He's only got 1 gas right now. Depending on if he puts down a second gas, we could possibly see another 4 gate. We don't know. He does have a lot of chrono boost saved up, so he's not using that on his Nexus. This SCV poking in, going to be scouting around, queuing up a giant path. He's going to just run around doing laps at this base to keep getting so much information as to what KnoToasT is doing. Meanwhile, back at dudeman's base, dudeman is finishing up the wall, has a marine. Must feel so badass because he's the only combat unit out right now for dudeman. Oh, no, he's going to have a buddy out. They're going to have beers together, sit, shoot shit. Shoot the shit. But this SCV is going to be moving in slow motion. And is kind of stuck out there. He's going to be able to get back in his base and continue on with his shit life of just constantly working. Yeah, an SCV life is kind of shit. See, at least the army combat units of the Terran and Protoss get to sit around and do nothing when they're not being used. SCVs are constantly doing something. They have to either be mining, they have to be harvesting gas, or they have to be building something. There's no break for you guys. I feel so bad. And then mules just die at the end of their life. But Stalker and his Zealot is going to be poking out from KnoToasT. Warp Tech is almost done. He's going to be spending so much of his chrono boost on this Warp Tech, but he's not making any more gateways. He's going to just go ahead and do a fast expand. This probe is going to be looking at his reflection in these minerals, contemplating life. He's like, what am I? Am I even alive? Stalker beats this Zealot to the base in a race because they just move faster, and the Zealot's going to go ahead, try and poke up, see what kind of composition, possibly see what kind of add-on is on this building. Sees that it's a reactor, sees the Hellion, getting so much valuable information. Will the Stalker be able to kill off a Marine or 2? There's good micro putting this half-dead Marine, mostly dead Marine, able to take out 1 Marine. Takes out 2 Marines, but 2 Marines for 1 Stalker is not a good trade-off. Not even 3 Marines are a good trade-off for a Stalker. I think you need at least 3 or 4 for that to be good. But anyways, this Hellion is going to come out, start doing so much damage to the Zealot. He's going to say, fuck it, I'm just going to let you live because these Marines are going to shoot you down anyways. He's going to go ahead to the main base of KnoToasT pod, do some scouting, see what kind of tech he's going. But KnoToasT does have a Stalker and a Sentry out, so he could possibly put down a force field to deny scouting from this Hellion, or he's just going to shoot it in the face and tell it to get the hell out. GTFO, Hellion. Expansion is complete for KnoToasT, but if we look at dudeman's base, he is going to be going Destiny Cloud Fist 111 build. He's got a Banshee in production, not getting cloak, so he's just going to be using the Banshee for DPS, and not really, and harassment of course, but not really going to be using that cloak. He's going to be using that extra gas for other things like tanks and maybe some siege tech. But in the meantime, KnoToasT is getting a robo. He does have 3 gates down, so he will be fairly ready for this engagement. Dudeman is ahead in supply. My throat really hurts from yeah, I was casting all day yesterday at that tournament, and I'm trying to cast now, and I'm feeling the strain. I'm feeling the pain on my throat. Feels like I was at a hot dog eating contest, and I just kept deep throating every hot dog I saw. It hurts. The back of my throat, it hurts. I mean, I imagine that's how it feels. I don't know. Shit, Freudian slip. Anyways, 2 tanks out for Dudeman, a Banshee out, and another Banshee and tank in production. He's got a lot of Marines, and as we know, Marines are good against anything. All you gotta do is shoot, run, shoot, and they're good. There is no tech coming out, or any research of tech coming out from Dudeman. He's just gonna be going straight unit competition right now. He's going to have Banshees. That's going to give him a lot of utility, poking into the base, do as much damage as he can, and keep the front occupied with this Marine tank force. Marines doing a lot of damage to these Stalkers, but these Zealots are going to be good against the tanks and against the Marines, unless the Marines can do some crazy kiting. But if these sentries get some really good force fields around this army, there's not much cutting that this army can do. But the Observer is out just in case for any type of Cloak Banshee push. He is going to be putting SCVs with this, so we are seeing an all-in from Dudeman. SCVs taking so much of the damage from these Zealots. All the SCVs going down, but that keeps all of his combat units alive. All of his Zealots about to go down. Sentry going down. A sentry goes down. Zealots all going down. Banshees staying alive. Banshees just trying to snipe out all the units that matter. KnoToasT is forced to pull his probes. Probes all going down. If we look at the units lost tab, 15 to 13 probes. We have a Banshee just going at it. He's still alive. Not seeing another Banshee in the main, but Banshee and a tank is in production. An Immortal is in production for KnoToasT. KnoToasT prematurely force fields that ramp to try and deny any more of this push. Possibly buy him some time so he can warp in units, get his Immortal out, and push back this push from Dudeman. But Dudeman is hurting economically also. No, wait, never mind. He's got a mule. He's good. He's got 1 mule. And he's going to be pushing in right here. Did not have enough energy for a second force field, which is why you need to conserve that and not do it prematurely. This Immortal about to go down. Good focus fire from Dudeman. Dudeman just being relentless in this push. These tanks doing so much damage against the Stalker and Immortal force. This Immortal is going to go down. Zealots being warped in. But will he have enough? Good micro from Dudeman, able to keep that tank alive just for a couple more shots, and he will be able to deter this push just for a little while longer. Unfortunately, he did lose so many probes and that expansion, so that's 400 minerals gone, along with all those probes. He does not have an economy as strong as Dudeman right now. Dudeman is working off 16 harvesters, so KnoToasT is ahead in harvesters because Dudeman just sent all of his workers. I think he was going for all-in push right there, but he did leave enough workers, and of course he had energy for mules. So he's going to be, even though I say economically they're about the same, Dudeman was able to do more damage to the infrastructure of KnoToasT, but he is going to push in here with these Banshees. This Banshee getting 3 kills, this Banshee getting 2. They are able to kill off 5 probes, so that's going to even out the workers, so they're about almost even in harvesters now. KnoToasT did have the advantage, but now Dudeman will be taking it with 18 SCVs, and he's almost doubling the amount. Oh, never mind. Super annoying with these Banshees trying to do harassment. Guardian Shield is always good against air units, which is why if you have, like for example, Mutos pushing your base or Banshees, just get Stalkers, put some Guardian Shield on that motherfucker, and then they will die so much slower. But he needs to force field this ramp to deter any type of a push. But to be honest, I think Dudeman is just trying to keep KnoToasT contained in his base while he sits on a fat little expansion at his natural, just so he can get the advantage in the economy. He knew he took a hit, but he also knows that he did a giant blow to KnoToasT economy, so he's going to be fairly confident, know that he might have scanned. He did scan, gets that Observer. He's got a fairly sizable force. He does have a superior army to KnoToasT right now, but if we look in production, KnoToasT doesn't have anything in production, is so behind in minerals right now. He is just not harvesting enough. He needs to take some some probes off of the gas line just to start getting more minerals to make up an army. But he's got so many sentries. He's gonna try and poke out of his base here. Gonna go for it, but this tank spread is just way too good. Caught at the choke. These tanks doing so much damage, and that army goes down, and GG comes down for KnoToasT. Wow, okay, that was an intense game. And we also had Banshees over here at the main of KnoToasT, about to do sick damage to this probe line. Just slaughter. Man, okay, so first game, KnoToasT won by a 4-gate attack. I guess some Terran could see that as cheese, but hey, it's a viable tactic, and he used it. But in retaliation, dudeman did make 1-1-1-1-1, did an all-in with all of his SCVs, did a shit ton of damage to the natural, was able to snipe that shit, and I don't know, KnoToasT just was not able to come back from that, and that's going to push this series into the best of 3, and every series is always so much more exciting best of 3, because then it could just swing either way. I hope you guys watch that, and it's going to be uploaded soon. Alright, lates.